Woo, what's up folks? Back at ya with another toy video. It's Toy Tuesday. We got new Marvel Legends that just hit the shelves in the house. Let's go. So overall, this new Marvel Legends set that just hit the shelves, there's 7 figures, Build-A-Figure, of course. So let's jump right into it. Figure number 1, well really, figure number 0, when you look at the back of the box and you see all of the figures that are listed, Dr. Doom, arch nemesis of the Fantastic Four, doesn't have a number. Therefore, he doesn't actually contribute to the Build-A-Figure set, but here's Dr. Doom in his packaging. And then here's Dr. Doom out of his packaging. He does come with multiple hands, mind you. This cape absolutely movable. I really like it. Just the way that it feels really good in your hand. He has a little holster right here. The little strap does come up and you can actually take the gun out of his holster. So I do appreciate that little minute detail right there. Besides that, very bendy, very flexible in every aspect that you would ever want right there. You can mold him and make him do whatever pose you need him to do, whether it's his feet, his legs, doesn't matter. He also comes with this skull prop, real creepy, but also really detailed, and I like it. The skull with the spine, that's good stuff. That's just, it feels good. The actual mouth on the skull moves up and down. Even more creepy effect, more posable possibilities. Dr. Doom though, like look at his face. I like it. I like it. I like that figure a lot. Next up, figure number 1, when you look at the back of the box, is Dormammu, the cosmic Conker, the destroyer of worlds. He enters the fray in Doctor Strange's timeline, and they have some battles, but this is what he looks like in his packaging. Obviously, we're starting to get our Build-A-Figure part. He comes with a big old arm. He has multiple hands you can use and little flames. So obviously, he's very mystical and magical and flamey and got all sorts of stuff going on. So let's take him out of the box. Alrighty, and here is good old Dormammu. I do apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but these little removable flames that came with him, there was really no tutorial on how to put those on him, so I'm just assuming they wrapped around his wrist, because that kind of makes his punches and just everything that he's doing with his hands a little bit more cool. But he seems sort of basic, just saying. When you look at him on the box, I mean, it's kind of basic, but it's not about your looks, it's about what you can actually bring to the table. So obviously he has all sorts of elements that he's bringing to the table through his hands, through his powers. So I get that. All of his flames, all of his things, this actually has a pretty good feel to it. I'm sure with the right lighting and background, this could be awesome figure. But he's very flexible with his legs, his knee joints, poppy, little poppy. I mean, they do flex. They're just like not as loose, and that's fine. These little ninja stars around his feet though, goodness gracious, like you will cut somebody with those. Overall, just dandy. It's not gonna blow you away or anything like that, but put that on display in the right lighting, I think that would be decently cool. We got an arm so far with our Build-A-Figure update. We have an arm. Yep. Next up, we got the hood. The hood enters the fray into Peter Parker's timeline. This is a Spider-Man cat that Peter Parker has a hard time dealing with, to say the very least. But this is already looking pretty decent. It's like we got a leg from the Build-A-Figure, got a couple of guns, we got some fiery something coming on here. Let's open this bad boy up. Also, pro tip on opening these Marvel Legends figures up and not ruining the packages, there's a single little slit that you just have to get right there in the back, some tape, and then right here on the bottom of that same side of that slit, just do the same thing for that tape, and that flap should come open, and then the side of that box opens, and then you can just very easily slide it out, and you did not ruin that package, and you can re-seal it up and put it back in the display any way you want to do it. I'll just let you know if you didn't realize it was that easy to open these up. Alrighty folks, we got the hood. He has his mystical powers over here because he got the hood on, and then he has his gun because he's just a man. He wants to do a little bit of both. You can easily take that cape off. He got no powers, and that thing goes away, and then he's just a dude with a gun. Spider-Man has no problem taking this dude down. Put on the cape, or the hood, I should say. We got problems. Now this hood feels real nice. Reminds me of Dr. Doom. Looks pretty sweet. His feet, his legs. He has this joint on his hip though, like so. That foot can go all the way around. The whole leg can go all the way around. His knee, pretty flexible. All the way down to his ankle, his arms. Go to the side, go any ways they want to go. Elbow, pretty poppy, but decently flexible. Wrists can go any way they want to go. All their wrists are pretty flexible so far, what I'm seeing here. But what is this? We need to talk about this, but not talk about this. Like, what the heck is that? It looks like something that we shouldn't even be really talking about with fire around it. Anyways, that's the hood, is what it is. And we get a foot, a leg. Yeah, a full leg, not just a foot. We got a leg with the hood, by the way. So now we got a leg and we got an arm. We're getting there. Next up, we got Lady Deathstrike. She enters the fray in the X-Men aspect of Marvel. Her and Wolverine have had some battles in their day. Like, that's who she zeroes in on, basically. So Lady Deathstrike, you see the back of her packaging here. Got the big old hands, man. She got some big old claws. Like, kind of reminds me of like an Egyptian pirate with some raptor hands. Like, what the heck? Build a figure. We got the big old body. Got the big body. Got that big body though. Let's open her up. Here's the Egyptian pirate herself. I can't get over it. Since I've said that, an Egyptian pirate, like, you see the little swashbuckling headgear, and then I see like this Egyptian like thing. Like, she looks like she could potentially be a pro wrestler, but with raptor hands. Like, look at those claws though. Those claws are ridiculous. It looks like she squats. I appreciate that. And her legs are pretty flexible. As you can see, she can be posed in a lot of different ways, which I do appreciate. She also has the hip hinge, or the hip swivel, I should say. So all the whole leg rotates. It's not down here, it's up here. These hands are crazy. These hands are ginormous, like as big as my upper thumb. Hair doesn't really move too much. The head's very flexible. Arms kind of flimsy once we get out past the elbow, which kind of has like my 49ers colors if we want to go sports over here, but should be giving Wolverine that work. So hey, we can't be knocking her too much. Build a figure update. Got that body, so we can connect this leg and we can connect an arm to that body very easily. Popped in there. I don't know if this is the left or the right leg. Okay, there's an L on it, so that is the left leg. Left leg connects to the left bone. Okay, here we go so far. I mean, look at the size of that thing compared to her. Little old, I mean, she gonna give it that work? Maybe. Look at that. I can appreciate the size already. Next on the list, we got good old Arcade. If you've seen the comics or the shows, he's had some battles with Spider-Man. He's had some battles with X-Men. Mainly focuses on X-Men, but you know, him and Peter Parker, they go at it every now and then. This trickster right here always has something new up his sleeve, and let's get him out of this box. Alrighty, we got Mr. Arcade in the house. I like him a lot. He's just real plain out here in his white suit, just real basic but real clean. Got his shoes with that little red accent down here going, little platform kind of deal. You can dig it. Got his little cane. He also does come with multiple heads, so he just has the normal basic, hey, I just comb my hair look, and then hey, I'm very distressed and I'm a mad bro kind of look. Don't expect anything too exciting from him. Like, he's just a very psychotic bro that you don't want to mess with in a white suit. The knee's not poppy. It's just very flexible. Moving forward though, you gotta really force him forward, but he is posable. He has the hip twist hinge as well. Ankles are pretty flexible. At his shoulder, it's kind of hard to pop his shoulder actually. He does not come with multiple hands or anything like that. His elbows are kind of poppy. Oh, there goes his little staff cane thingy. Nevertheless, that is Mr. Arcade at your service. I like it. I like it. He comes with a leg. Right leg. He's coming along. Let's see how Mr. Arcade stands up to this man. Okay, everybody's going right up to like the torso, basically. This thing is huge. Look at that. Big as my head. And I got a big head. Got two left. Now this one, you're probably gonna know. If you've watched Captain America, followed Captain America at all, we got Red Skull. And we got a Build-A-Figure head in the house. It looks like Red Skull actually has multiple faces. One smiley, one not so smiley. He's got a gun. He's got all the hands. And he's got himself that cube, though. Let's get him out of here. I like him. I like him a lot. I love the fact that you can just kind of tilt his head to the side. And he just looks so, just like, hee 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 hee. That's so good. I like his gun. I like that it has his little symbol right there on the inner parts of that gun. You should probably put the gun in the right hand so the gun symbol's facing out, but it's okay. You can put those multiple hands on there so he can actually hold that power just like that. But I know he's really basic. He just has his green suit on, and then, you know, got that strap on his shoulder. But Hail Hydra over here. But he just is exactly what he's supposed to be. His torso, he can definitely do some abs over here. His torso bends like that. I like it. I like it a lot. Like I said, his head goes side to side, front down, but I just like it how it can just kind of cock and just be like a little menacing. He's got the whole hip thing going on too. The whole leg will twist. His knee is very tight. Red Skull's been around the block a little bit. He ain't these little young bucks over here with these little crazy bendy joints, but he is flexible. He does that yoga though. A lot of posable positions, but his knees just lock up on him. All those days of playing football, bro, like his knees just lock up, but he can stretch. He can definitely do sweet chin music if you so choose. Now, I don't know if he's going to be able to do it on this thing, because this thing's crazy big. Let's take a look at that Build-A-Figure, because this one might be my favorite. It's definitely top two. Pop the head on this monster. Okay. Wow. It's really coming together. Compare the sizes to Red Skull and this behemoth. Just like, dang. Yeah, I don't think sweet chin music is happening, despite how flexible he is. He cannot. Well, you know, if he's like running off the ropes, I know we're talking wrestling right now, and his legs are bent, and he's kind of like down here like this, and he just catches them. He can do it. Anyways, we got one more. Last but not least, we look at the back. We got the AIM Scientist Supreme. Looks like he got that championship belt and everything on here. So let's take him out and see if he really is the chomp. His real name is Andrew Forson, and he had all sorts of battles and back and forth with S.H.I.E.L.D. from day one. They had to try to take him out multiple times, and even when they thought he was dead, he was actually still alive. And the mind is a powerful thing. So here he is in all of his glory and armor technology championship. belt, very tactical-esque. It's not like Dr. Doom's belt from the beginning of the video. This is very much so just a part of him. It's very hard, so that's not moving at all. There's no open to the flaps or anything like that. His head is exactly what it is, but hey, you can kind of mess with him a little bit. I don't know if he had it like that in the comics, like if he could just turn it all the way around. It's kind of freaky, but I like the way his armor feels. I guess he can do that too if he wants to do a little bopping action, a little bobbing and weaving. What's up, Floyd? What's up? His torso does have some abs, so he can, you know, he can do his ab workouts as well. His arms move up to the side. His elbows don't have complete straight flexion over here because that little elbow pad on there, so he's constantly doing a bicep curl, but I've not seen that kind of flexibility from anybody else either. Like his forearm can absolutely touch his bicep. That's kind of impressive. Mad scientist and got that flexibility. He'd be doing those overhead pulls all day in the gym with that rope, working those tries all day. I do like the armor on his knees because we got a separate piece in the middle of his knee joint, underneath, and then on his actual quad. So it comes together and it reminds you of like Iron Man kind of deal. Just cool. I thought when I pulled this out of the package, I was like, he's very basic, but I like him. Those small details that make him actually be pretty cool. And his head, you know, kind of like, because all these diabolical people just cock it off to the side, kind of give you that little look. I like it. I like him. I like him. Now we got this arm on the Build-A-Figure, and he is complete. Bro, look how big he is. Ginormous. He is heavy. I feel like I could hit somebody and crack their skull with this, bro. Like, he is so just massive. And like, even just side by side with him, he only comes up to his waist. Like, he's just gonna straight up crush bro. Like, bye. He is so cool. Now, if you don't know who this is Xemnu. He's an alien warrior that came to multiple Earths in the Marvel Universe and had some battles with Fantastic Four. Ultimately died at the hands of Hulk. He just looks massive. Big old red eyes. He got that championship belt on. And I mean, I think the Hulk was the one to take it away from him. So I think he's coming back from the dead to get his revenge. But right now, bro, he's awesome. He's gonna go right on my desk, right over here, and freaking watch over me. Anyways, hope you loved today's video. These are all currently on the shelves. I was lucky enough to go to Walmart 3 days ago, and they were all there. All of them. I'm like, what? So I got them up. Go check Walmart, probably at Target as well. And you might even be able to just get them online. Target.com, Walmart.com. Check that out. But I hope you loved today's episode. Comment down below if there's any other new figures or old figures that I should be going out buying and reviewing. And also, if you like this style of video, let me know. Because obviously, we've done a few toy videos now, and I'm not sure what style I really like, but I also think they're all kind of their own and kind of cool. So if you have any comments on that equation, get at me. We got all sorts of content flowing this week. Woo Fit Wednesday, Keefrica TV on Saturday, Super Cereal Sunday on Sunday. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, do that. Till the next one. Peace!